Hello and welcome to episode 35 of this Let's Play series. We're playing Banished. And in the past, probably 8 or 9 episodes, um, maybe not that many, maybe 7, we have been at 1,000 populations, or slightly over 1,000 population. But we have not been able to maintain our people's um, health. So we work very hard on making sure that everyone is fed, and that has stabilized somewhat. However, the people health are still very low. As you can see, the number of healthy people, which is this yellow line here, is only around the 75% mark. And our clothings is also bad. Um, we dipped down to the 50%, and then we've managed to get back up to just over 75%. We want that to be at 100. And as we were clicking on some of these people before, you can see that the health is like very bad, and the clothings were bad, and that's why they get sick. And because they're sick, I believe that affect everything else. So the production went down, and so we have these kind of issues. So hopefully that will get resolved soon. We're still running at 10 times the speed. I don't think it really makes that much difference right now because the game has slowed down quite a bit due to my computer's lacks of processing power. But we are building additional hospital just so that people don't have to go too far to get healthcare. Now the other issue with that is that these herbalists here do not seem to gather much herbs at all. I don't know if that's taking into account people going and get herbs from them, and therefore they don't have a reserve, or how that works. I don't know exactly. While we're here, and I'm not building more structure, I'm just building a road. Straight down this way. Because road also help people moving around. It helps the speed of people moving around. Oh, we do have some rocks around here, so we'll keep these. Our natural rocks. We'll keep them so people can go and visit and reminisce about a time where there were rocks laying around the landscape. So I'm building a few new tailors, and hopefully that would translate to we being able to um, take our textile over here and make clothes out of them. So I have an orchard over here that has an infestation. Is it this one? I can't tell, that's the problem. Maybe it's this one. Let's go ahead and go back to our 10 times speed. I'm looking for one that go down on yield. Nope, that's the one. Let's go ahead and cut it. And then they'll replant in a few more years. That will be back to producing again. So we have a new blacksmith over here as well. Well, not so new, but newer than some of the other blacksmiths. We'll build this bridge. Building a new hospital down here. That is done. So we need a new physician. Or do we need more? We built 2 new hospitals, so we need two new physicians. So we built one there, and I believe we built one down here. No. So we have 2 more still. Not actually exactly sure where the other hospital that we built. Maybe down this way. Don't know. Somewhere. But up here. Built another hospital up this way. Because people were going all around this area to go up there, and that was causing some issues. We have a hospital down this way. Don't have one up this way though. Not sure if we want one or not. I think we do. So this one right here. Put one right over here. I think might as well build this one on the road. Next to it. So we're building quite a few hospitals. Let's bring our number of builders back to 30. So we'll building these houses over here. Oh, of course we're building this herbalist community over here. Just herbalist, no forestry or gathering. because that may have been the issue, is that the obelisks need old growth forests. If that's the case, then having an obelisk right in with the forestry area was a mistake. If someone would bring some herbs, we'll buy that. Excuse me 1 second. And I am back. Let's just continue to watch the town stabilize. Hopefully. That's the goal anyway. So we can start watching these different obelisks here, and if this one managed to produce a lot more herbs than, let's say, these. See, this is what I'm talking about here. So previous season is probably before all the choppings of trees happen, and after the foresters or forestry huts start to go about doing their work, the herb collections has gone way down. And it seems to be the same for all these herbalist hut over here. Past, they all have very limited amount of herbs. This one's even worse. This is the first one that we built. It's only collect like 9 or 10 herbs a season, which is horrible. No wonder the amount of herbs is dwindling. Excuse me, I might have to sneeze. Well, we'll find out very quick, I think, if we can get this one constructed, and if everything goes accordingly and this one produces a couple hundred herbs every season, then we'll be all set. This will just be our obelisk. Now food has actually almost went to 90,000. So we are doing really good on food now. We don't have anyone who's infected with anything, which is good. Number of people who are closed has gone up a little bit more. So the number of adults has gone down to under 800. Then we have scaled back the builders, so we actually have some laborers in the labor pool. Almost at 90% growth, which is nice. Education has gone up to 81%. Population is going up, so we're over 1100 again, but with less than 800 adults. So we'll see how these numbers stabilize out, because it would be good if we can maintain a stable number. So as you can see here, we have a increase in children, and then a little bit later we have a tracking increase over here in the population. So we want this to stable out, and we want, if this stabilizes out, then this will stabilize out as well, because that's just number of students. And then hopefully this will stabilize out as well, and then we have a nice and happy equilibrium. So last year we produced less food than we consumed. This year so far we have produced more than last year's we used last year. And part of that could also be the education as well, because when people are educated, they have better yield. We only produced less than 500 herbs last year. Very, very small number. I do want to continue this road all the way across. I also want to build another house just here. The reason being that people are going back and forth here, and gets cold. I want them to have some place to warm themselves up. So we briefly had a call person that resolved quickly. My even had 90,000 food. So if this works the way that I thought it might have, then what we've been doing all along was wrong. So whenever we built a obelisk right in this forestry cluster, we basically have a very useless obelisk. If that's the case, then next time that we build a town, we need to make sure we find a nice wooded area and just have an obelisk there. Alright, let's go and look up here. I think everything here is done. Not quite. Well, the bridge is done. Maybe we can have some traffic on it. If somebody is going very, very far away for something. Looks like we might need some more houses around this area. That's a really long way. Instead of building houses there. Let's just see if some of these guys have the same problem. They do. Build another house up here. Because we bumped the amount of vendors up to maximum. I think we did not build enough houses around the market for a lot of these markets. if somebody died during childbirth. It's unfortunate. This is all fine. For example, this market here definitely does not have enough houses around it. So we're building more things. And it's early spring, so let's start planting things. Let's plant walnut, cherry, plum, pecan, peach, chestnut, apple, and pear. We do need to build some more houses around this way. We do have a trader though, so let's take a look to see what we have. Buy some stone. We have enough firewood, let's buy some more stone. Sell 2,000 stone. 2,000 firewood. And get 1,000 stone. Let's go back up here. Because of how much it takes to build a market, I think we'll skip that here. Instead, we'll build just a barn right here. Barn, well, and a couple houses. So some of these should be farmers. So food did really well last year. Really well. Clothing seems to have recovered as well. There you go, clothing has gone to almost 100%. 98%, so that should resolve itself pretty soon. We need 2 new physicians. Alcohol is slightly up, I think. We can find that out real quick. Slightly up. Merchant? Or maybe that was the last merchant that we interacted with. Nope, same merchant. Not same merchant, new merchant. Oh, we have stone. Let's buy the stone. $300, which require 2,100. That is 525. Trade that. We don't need seeds. I don't think we need anything else right now. So we should have a decent amount of stone now. And since we're not building much of anything else, should be good. The number of adults has gone down to 778. Which is quite low. Up to 99% people close now. And the number of clothings are going up. Finally. So we might need another church. So maybe we'll build a church up here. Oh, once these things are done. Do not want to tax our builder too much. We do have a church over here. So maybe we have churches across the lake. That's pretty nice and self-contained there. This one's okay here as well. This one is probably not, but it's pretty good. Except for that number. Let's build another house over here. And we have a few. There's infestation. I think it's this one. Harvest it. back to full speed. It's pumpkin. This is cabbage. And that's why I don't plant things the same thing next to one another for that same reason. So that they don't spread. The diseases don't spread. Oh, we need 2 new obelisks. So that obel list over there is done. We're very low on laborers. So let's take a look and see how well this one do. We'll just pin this up here. We got 3 locks so far. Okay, they're right here. Let's see how that goes. So 9 building location. That's 1, that's 2. Okay, we're building another hospital. And a house. And then everything else is right here. One more house over there. Okay. So 1 more hospital. And a few houses. So there's a few person, 1 or 2 people somewhere that do not have good clothing. That should be up to 100% soon. Unless it never gets up to 100%. I don't know how that works. If I'm guessing if the clothing is not full, not very new, then that won't be 100%. I don't know. We do have enough clothing now, though, for everybody. That's definitely a uptrend. Food's going up. Up is the only thing that is not so much. Health is not going up, and happiness may be going up just a tad. So I was hoping that in this episode we will manage to get everything stabilized, but it looks like we have not. Our population is growing, however that's mainly in the children and students. Adult numbers actually gone down a little bit. That should fix itself when these students grows up, but until then we have a little while to go. And so I was hoping that I can close this series out, this episode, but it looks like we will not be able to. So we need to have at least another episode to get all this stuff straightened out. So I'll call this episode to a close here, and next time we'll go and see if we can just build a couple more houses here, open up these last two locations, and see if our herbalist, the lone herbalist over here, can supply enough herbs for everybody, and we'll go from there. I think that this herbalist and that last tailor were exactly what we needed. So all we need to do now is worry about other things. For example, the church. So let's actually cue that up here before I forget. Because we definitely want the church there. Put some road across as well. And we'll build another house. That's not exactly how I want to build that house. I mean, not that road. Let's build this road down this way if we can. Build ourselves another house over here. Or two. That's actually a lot of housing that we are building. So our number will grow some more. I think we have the food production to support it now. Number of clothing certainly is going up. We just need the adult number of adults to stabilize as well. Now we'll be all set. So the number of families and homes, we have 423 families but only 380 homes. So that would constrain some of the growth, and I think that's the idea, because if we have, oh, there we go, we reach 100% growth. Excellent. And I was saying, if we have the same amount of home as families, then I think we'll have a very healthy growth, like 3-4% growth, and then our population will go up, maybe too much. So with this kind of number here, I think we can keep the numbers in check. We have to find out, and that's why we want to run this at 10 speed for a long time, just to see how those numbers play out. Okay, we have another slight uptick of happiness, which is good. So we solve one problem this episode. This is the other problem that we need to solve. And I believe as long as we can solve that, then the health will also go up. And with all of these education, health, and clothing go to 100%, then I think we'll be set. Okay, let's call it an episode here. And until next time, and hopefully we can get this series closed out and move on to something else. Maybe playing some towns, or maybe another game of Banished. I don't know yet. But for now, let's wait until the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.